you look at her. If she's got a nice long neck, you look at her and you go. Girls with long necks, I'd go like that. Know what I'm looking at? I go, she said, why are you looking at my neck? What I could do to that neck, you would never believe.
Oh.
You know, every part of her body. I never stop looking at the chest. And I love if they say, what are you looking at? Or you're just got a dirty mind. I go, yep. If she accuses you of anything, agree. You a pervert? Yes. You a degenerate? Yes. You only want one thing out of me? Yes. Think of a question you could ask me that I don't want to answer yes to. Yeah, who's got my list? You read another one off the list that interests you, that you're having trouble with.
What is approaching a woman?
What? Approaching women?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I thought I was just talking about for the last while, but...
No, I said, yeah, I know, but you said that's...
Approach women, I have no... You see, I approach women, I'll go right directly to that, like I thought we understood this, but that's fine. That's how I approach a woman.
Yeah, I know, but the question is, everyone is having this attitude.
But yes, look, what are you different than him or him or him or him or me or them? What's the difference in you? Why should they talk to you? Why should they want to talk to you? You don't speak all that clearly anyway. I had to ask you twice. Why should they want to talk to you? You have trouble approaching women. Why don't you go over to a woman, the first thing you say to her is, I really like you, but I have trouble approaching you. What's she gonna say to you? Get away from me? No, she's gonna say, wow, I never heard that before. Me, I look at a woman, I don't have trouble approaching them, but usually when I want to start talking to them, I fucked them once in my mind already, and then I start talking on what I like the best about them. They got a nice body, and sometimes if they're really good looking, I'll go over and tell them, you know, you're so good looking that most guys are afraid to come and approach you. And I am in a way too, because I'd be afraid that you'd refuse me tonight.
You've done that.
Yeah, what's the difference? If you're either gonna fuck her, you're not gonna fuck her. But if you don't approach her, you're for sure not gonna fuck her.
What I find interesting is how you approach her with a certain vulnerability, which...
Yeah, because you see, they too strong is no good too.
Okay, that's what I need to do.
You know, remember, men, the way they started to approach women, I believe, was the right way.
Boom.
Knock on the head, pull them, motherfucker, get down there. I used to make a joke with them, and I used to say, you know what? I was 38 years old before I found out a woman's ears were for hearing. They weren't handles? Fuck, am I an idiot? And I make another joke. What's the nicest thing a woman can say to you? Whoa, 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 whoa. That's the nicest thing she can say to me. Do I really want to hear anything else? I have two basic rules. And now when I'm going to tell you the rules, and the reason I haven't told you these rules yet is because if I would have said them at the beginning, you would have had the right to probably walk out and go, this fucking guy's crazy. But the more I talk to you, the more you'll find out that these rules are the only rules that matter. And there's not 30 rules, you don't have to write them on your arm. You have to understand them, you have to live them. Rule number one, and I don't make a lot of rules. Okay, anybody who understands these rules will be successful, period. Rule number one, who cares what they say, period. Rule number two, As important as rule number 1, considering there only are 2 rules. You're the most important person in this relationship between you and her. Now, believe it or not, I believe that women live by those 2 rules also. I'm not telling you to hurt them, hit them, manhandle them. I never liked really rough sex, you know. I had a girlfriend once who made me squeeze her tits till there was like marks in them, and I was always so paranoid that, Christ, she calls the cop and says, look what he did to me, and I'll go, I don't want to, you know, I'm a lover, I don't want to abuse them. And I had a friend of mine who just loved to just come in their face and slap them after. He lives in California. It was his turn on. I wasn't into that. And I had another one who liked to get into the S&M and the... Today, it's a dangerous society. You have to be careful. You could get, you know... I had another guy that called me, and we were talking on the phone for a while. One of the guys, Clifford, was telling me, is he here, Clifford? Hey?
No.
He started telling me about the woman, and I told him after a minute, I go, hello, stop what you're doing. Stop, don't look at her again. He was stalking her. I think I mentioned it that, yeah, he was stalking her. I says, what kind of advice can I give you? I would never stalk a woman. You want her back, but she changed your phone number and told you never to call her again. Hello? Go on. He sent her a letter, and the police responded. Stop, it's over. What do you want me to tell you to do? He's going to school someplace in Boston, and he's flying back on spring break to California. I says, is there any other reason you fly back to California? Do you have family there? You know, only to see her? He goes, yeah. I go, don't do it. And these are the guys you read about in the paper after, doing crazy things. I mean, I don't go for that kind of stuff, and it's not that I'm an angel. I mean, yeah, I like a woman to be mine, okay? Yeah, I'm a male chauvinist pig, yeah. I like that kind of stuff. I like to be in control of the situation. And I do tell them during my relationship with them that every once in a while I like them to take the initiative and show me what they can do, okay, which they like. And my relationship is not a democracy. You want to be with me because you're never with the woman. You'll notice that they're always with you. If you want to be with me, it's my way or the highway. You don't have to be that rough with it, but usually if you leave it to them to decide which direction to go in, you're fucked. So if you're being that stupid, you can go wherever you want. But if you want the relationship to go the way you want it to go, lead. You know, I would dance with broads and they tried to lead and I'd go, oh, wait a minute. Do you want to lead? You have a dick. You don't have a dick. You don't lead. That's if that's an attitude you have, I go, yeah, that's the attitude I have. You just heard it. Why are you asking me that question? Don't defend what you think you're right with. All of a sudden they make you feel guilty, so you go, oh, okay, I'm not really like that. Or I don't want you to think I am like that because now I want to get laid and I'm afraid you ain't going to do it. Fear. Your own fear.
Brings me to my question, a different topic. Dealing with flakiness. Flakiness, for example,